What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another rendition of Other Side of the Game. I have a very special guest in here with me today. She's an amazing athlete. She's doing a lot of great things, and we are very excited to have her here today. No one other than Briana Johnson. How you
Thank
doing
you
this
for
night?
having me. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just taking it day by day.
That's all you can do. That's all we can do. Things seem to
Yes.
get crazier by the day.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah, so where are you at right now?
Greece. I'm in Greece. I'm in Europe.
You're in Greece. Wow, I'm so jealous. I know every day is like a vacation there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I can't complain. I have no complaints over here.
What part are you in?
I'm in Castoria. So, I'm like in a little small city, but it's still nice. I'm surrounded around a lake. That's beautiful.
Wow, I'm so jealous. I'm surrounded by other apartments. I know that's nice though. Like I'm sure there's a lot of like, like on your free time you get to go explore, I'm sure, and I'm
Yeah.
sure it's just a lovely scene to see. It's very relaxing.
Yes, here, especially in in the city I live in, it's a very slow-paced life. Like I tell
Hmm.
everyone that, like when you're older, if you want to retire, come to Greece, come to Castoria. Like it's such a slow life, stress-free. Like everyone just it's not hectic here. Like everyone's just living day by day with no worries, at least from what I can see. And it's just a really, really slow-paced life.
Okay, okay. I like that. That sounds similar to like Japan, the area I'm in. It's not a big city, but it has pretty much everything you need. It's slow paced, but it's very peaceful.
Yes, yes.
And you need that in this day and age.
Yes.
How do you pronounce the name again? Is it Castoria, you say?
You can say Castoria or Castoria.
Castoria.
Both.
Oh,
Yeah.
Castoria. I need to work on my Spanish. By the way. Oh, that's nice though. So, you've been living there for 9 months now, right? For
Yes.
the season length. Ah, okay. What is the what is your favorite meal from there right now?
I would say a Greek salad because I've fallen in love with feta cheese. I eat feta cheese in America, but here, I mean, it's different. Like it's Greek. It's Greek. But I
Hmm.
love Greek salad. I love it. I love it so much. That's something that I'm 100% gonna miss.
You don't think the Greek salad in America is gonna hold up to it?
No, definitely not. It's so fresh here. It's so fresh. It's fresh. It's good. I love it.
Oh, okay, okay. And where's back home for you?
I'm from California.
California. Okay, okay. I hope everything is good with your family. I know about the fires and everything.
Yes,
How?
thankfully, my family wasn't involved in any of it, but I did have a couple friends that did suffer some losses of houses. But yeah, my family, thank God, were they're okay.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. I know that's
Yes.
like tough when you hear stuff about like that going on and you're so far away from home.
Yes.
It's just like a feeling where you just can't do anything, but you just have to sit back
Yes.
and watch. How
Yeah,
was that for you?
it's rough. It's rough. I think that. it's it's different when you're there because you can actually see it and somewhat help people. But when you're away, I mean, you feel helpless in a sense. There's really nothing much you can do but send out a message or call, and that
Right.
doesn't really do as much help as being physically there.
That's very true. That is very true. It's tough. I definitely get how you're feeling. It's something I think that kind of brings athletes closer, in a sense where it's
Yes.
like we're all so far away from home. So, when something big like that is happening, it's very easy to feel like the pain that they're going through. So I definitely understand,
A
but I'm
hundred
happy to
percent,
hear that
yes.
everybody's, okay on your end. How I know they're excited that you're coming back home soon.
Yes, I would say so. I would hope they are, but I would say so, yes. It's been long, and I'm excited, but I know my family is excited as well.
Okay. Oh, that's good. You think they have anything special planned for you?
I hope. I hope so.
They gotta have a welcome home party ready or something.
Yes.
I'm sure, like where you're from, you're a celebrity there because
I wish. I wish, I wish, I wish I
I'm sure
was.
they'll be waiting at the airport for you with the signs "Welcome home, Bree."
I
How
wish I
was it?
was.
How was it growing up in California?
I mean it's California. It was good. I had a good childhood. Um, my family is awesome and they made my childhood good. California, it's a lot of people want to go there, especially I'm from Los Angeles, Inglewood to be exact.
Hey.
Um, yeah, so it was, I mean, I have no complaints. I have no complaints. I love it there. I love living there. I love going back and seeing people there. My family's there. My friends are there. So it's good. It's always been good.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, no, I love California. I got a lot of friends there. I actually lived out there for a little bit
Oh, really?
before. I mean, it's always been expensive, but it just got extremely
Yes.
expensive. So I
It's so
took my
expensive there. Yes.
yeah, I took my talents back to Florida. When did you um when did you fall in love with the game of soccer?
I'd say at the age of 4. Pretty
4.
young, but yeah, pretty young, but I've always been very aware since I've been little.
Mhm.
And I knew the moment that I stepped on that field that this was going to be like a long-term thing for me. And I just felt this sense of like, I like this a lot. I love this and I want to continue to do it. I think a lot of times, especially now, a lot of parents like to kind of force their kids to play a sport. Um,
Mhm.
and in my case, that wasn't the case at all. Like I wanted to do it because I liked it and I enjoyed it, and that's exactly why I continue to do what I'm doing.
Okay, and it shows. I mean, you can tell the athletes that are actually in love with what they do because
Yes.
they just take it,
Hmm.
they take it way more serious on on a whole nother level. So that's always dope
Yes.
to see.
Yes.
So when was it? Well, you said at 4. That's when you knew. When did it
Hmm.
click for you that you like this is something I can be like a good professional in? Like I'm gonna take this to the professional level. When did it click for you?
Well, when I was little, I've always wanted to play collegiate soccer. I've always wanted to play professional soccer, especially professional soccer. That's always been a goal for me at a young age. I think when it clicked for me, I would want to say maybe at the age of 13. That's when I got super heavily involved in club soccer and I was
Okay.
playing on some of the best teams and going to the best showcases with the best coaches and the best players. So I knew that if I'm playing on these teams, it's there's a reason for that, and that's because I can continue to keep going further. So I'd say at the age of 13, I knew that I can make a profession out of this.
Okay, you was born for this. Yeah, okay. Was is family like a soccer sport for you? Is there people in your family that also play?
Yes, so my grandpa played. My uncle played, not professional or anything,
Hmm.
but they always just played. I know my grandparents tried to get my aunt and my mom to play, and they just weren't going for it. But soccer has always been very, very like involved in my family. Like my family is such a soccer family. Like every time we hang out, there's some type of soccer game being watched. And now that, especially me growing up, everyone would come to my games, especially my grandpa, my mom. So my family is very, very involved in soccer and especially in my career. As of right now, I'm the only person in my family playing soccer. But at some point, I have two sisters, an older one and a younger one. We all played soccer together. So I was just the only one that continued to keep going with it. But my family's super, super, super involved with soccer. They love it.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. It sounds like you got a really good support system. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
so who challenges you the most in the family?
Soccer wise?
Yeah.
Soccer. Um, that's funny. I would say, maybe my older sister, just because I would say speaking wise, like mentally wise, she definitely challenges me because she likes to talk a lot of mess. Um, but when we were younger, her too, because my older sister always, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. But I would say her for sure. Like if we were to play like a couple years ago, for sure she would definitely challenge me.
Oh, okay, okay. That, as she's supposed to, the older sister, the older
Yeah.
siblings, they tend to do that from time to time.
Yes.
So in like let's say when you were in like high school going to like I'm sure like in high school you were probably one of the top athletes in your area, I assume.
I would say so.
Oh, okay.
Um, high school soccer for me was kind of not something that I needed to do, it was something that I wanted to do. I was already doing a lot of really good things outside of high school soccer with club that I didn't really need to play high school soccer, but I wanted to play it. There was no harm in playing it. Um, I knew a couple people. I knew a couple girls on the team already before me even getting to that high school that I wanted to do it and I liked it. I mean, I was playing for a good high school as well. But yeah, my team was. They were also, like I said, we were also a pretty good team. So I enjoyed it and I liked it a lot.
So let me ask you because I have no knowledge to it. You can so let's say playing club soccer, you can like get a scholarship playing club soccer.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's basically like so club for how it works, it's like club soccer. Either obviously your parents can pay for it or you can have someone else pay for it for
Mm,
you.
okay.
And
Okay.
in my case, that's exactly how it was. Like my mom never paid for club soccer at all in all my years of playing.
That's how you know
Hmm.
you were good. Okay, so after high school, where did your journey take you after high school to start your collegiate career?
Yeah, so I committed to the University of Portland my senior year.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, my senior year of high school, I tore my ACL. Can I talk about that a little bit?
Oh, of course, of course.
Okay. Um, my senior year of high school, I tore my ACL. I want to say towards the end of my season.
Hmm.
I was doing club and high school at the time, so I was definitely playing a lot of soccer. My body was enduring a lot of soccer, and I think that kind of plays a little big part in it. But unfortunately, I did tear my ACL, and I also played on a tour ACL for 4 weeks, which is crazy.
Mm.
Um, yes, which is crazy, but I tore it May 1st of 2021, so it's been quite some time. Um, and I tore it at a club game. I was going up for a header, and I came down wrong, and the girl came down with me and accidentally landed on my knee. Um, but I didn't hear 90% of the people that tear their ACLs, they hear the famous pop. I didn't hear that
Right.
famous pop. Um, I didn't hear it at all. It just felt like, when you hit your funny bone, that's exactly what my knee felt like. Like I felt like a very big tingling sensation. And I can't remember if I was crying or not. I probably was. Um, and I remember I got off the field and I did a couple sprints and I went right back in and I played. And then I woke up that next morning and I couldn't even bend my knee. And I knew there was something wrong, but I've never had like a big injury. So I had no type of, like, I wasn't educated on injuries. Thankfully, I didn't have any injuries, so I didn't really know what were the steps of what was going on. I just knew that when I woke up, I couldn't bend my knee. And like I said, I knew there was a problem. I just didn't know what. And like I said, I was still playing high school at the time. So I had to go to practice Monday. And I went to practice Monday and we were doing cutting drills and my knee gave out on me. And I was like, okay, so there's a problem. And I was super, super stubborn back then just because I didn't know of how big the measures were. But I was very, very stubborn back then. I never wanted to be out of soccer. Like I said, I never had an injury, so I didn't know. And I still played. And after that Monday, I had a game, which was the day of my birthday. And 7 minutes into the game, I'm by myself with the ball and I cut, and my knee gives out on me. And at this point, I just couldn't take the pain anymore. And I got rushed to the emergency room. And I'm there for a couple hours, and the doctor just tells me, oh, it's just a bone bruise. You're out for a week and a half. And I'm just like, okay. So it's just a bone bruise. Like, I'll be fine. Like, I can still play. Like, no worries. And that kind of gave my mom a sense of peace too. And I rehabbed for a week and a half, and during that week, it was my senior night, and I missed that. And then we had playoffs, and I played, but I wasn't myself. I wasn't myself. I can tell I had no confidence. I was scared. I wasn't going into tackles, and anyone that's watched me play, I'm very aggressive, passionate, not scared of anything, ready to put my body on the line, willing to do anything to win a game. And that wasn't me. Like, that was not me at all. Like I said, I was scared to go into tackles. I had no confidence. I was one of the leaders on the team and I didn't look like one. I just all around was at a 20%. And till this day, I solely think that if I was at a 100%, we would have never lost that game. I don't blame myself for losing that game, but I know that just me being a leader on that field, that I didn't have any confidence, and my teammates seeing that I don't have any confidence, it's going to be hard for them to have confidence. Um, Especially if I walk around like I have confidence, and I show that I have confidence, they're not going to be confident if they know I'm not confident. And I just wasn't myself, and like I said, I knew there was a problem. I was just very in denial. And for the life of me, I would not go to the doctor. My mom used to beg me to go to the doctor. And I just didn't want to. I was scared. I was scared. I didn't want to hear the hard truth. Um,
Right.
and we lost that game. My high school career was over. I was already a senior. And after that game, I had a game a couple days later with my club team. And I didn't know it was going to be one of my last. And we were playing one of our biggest rivals, and we already had a lot of people on our team committed, and so did the other. We were LA Breakers and they were LAFC, so both teams already had a good amount of girls committed to D1 schools, and really, really high talented soccer players with the best coaches. And it was just this really big rivalry game, basically like Battle of LA. And there was going to be a lot of college scouts there. And I remember getting to the field, and everyone was doing their game day ritual, and I had my headphones in, and I just had this feeling of like, you should go get your knee taped up by the trainer. And I've never done that before. And I went to the trainer. I asked her, hey, can I get my knee taped up? And she's like, sure, but why do you need your knee taped up? And I said, I don't know. My knee just doesn't feel right, but I'm gonna play. But I don't know what's wrong, but I'm gonna play. And she's like, okay. So she starts doing a whole bunch of tests on me to check if like my LCL is intact, my MCL, my ACL, and obviously my ACL wasn't. It wasn't stabilized at all. And she told me, I think it has something to do with your ACL. Obviously, not something you want to hear before a game, before a big game, that something might be wrong with your ACL. And I remember hearing that, and I didn't know what to do, but I still wanted to play. So I got my knee taped up and I played, and I had the best game of my life. Wasn't scared, was confident. My knee was super stabilized because it was taped, but um, super confident. And I remember walking off the field and I told my mom, okay, well, now I don't need to go to the doctor because I'm fine. I just played. And she's like, no, you're going to the doctor tomorrow. And I went, and at this point, I was already old enough to go to the doctor by myself. And I went to go get an MRI, and I had never gotten an MRI before. And I was so scared. I was so nervous. And I went, and I remember I was done, and I looked at the guy, and he just had this cold stone face that like he had something he wanted to tell me, but he couldn't. Obviously, he had to wait a couple days, and I remember walking out of that room, and I had a feeling. I had a feeling. And during that week, the couple days that I had to wait to get my results on what it was going to be was my graduation week. And I get a call. I get a call the day before graduation, and it's the doctor, and he's like, "Hi, is this Briana Johnson?" Yes. So we're looking at your MRI, and we see that your ACL is completely torn. You have laxative in your knee, and you have a couple bone bruises. And I remember I just started bawling my eyes out. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know. My whole life revolved around soccer. I didn't know how I was gonna move forward from it. I was already committed to a school. I was supposed to be leaving a school in a couple months, starting preseason. Um, I didn't know who I was gonna be without the sport at all. And I remember just going to my mom and just bawling my eyes out. And he said, "Well, we're not sure if you can rehab it, or if you're gonna need surgery. We scheduled you an appointment to come in tomorrow, the day of my graduation, to know if you're gonna need surgery or not." So I said, "Okay, perfect." So a couple hours before I had to go to the ceremony, I was in the doctor's office, and I remember walking in, and I saw my knee plastered on the computer, and it looked a hot mess. Like, I just knew there was no way that I was going to rehab that. And that's when he told me that I was going to need surgery, and I was going to be out of soccer for a year. And again, started bawling. And graduation's supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life.
Right.
And we scheduled a date for my surgery, and I remember getting to the ceremony, and I'm just sitting there like, why is everyone around me so happy? And I just got this news that I'm not going to be playing the sport I love for a year. Like, why is everyone so happy? Like, that's all I was thinking about. Like, I didn't even care that I had graduated that day. Like, all I cared about is that I was not going to be playing, and I didn't know who I was going to be. And I remember sitting there, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to call my college coaches, and I'm going to tell them, listen, I'm going to decommit. I don't want to play soccer anymore. I think this is a sign from God. I think that I'm in this position for a reason, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And when I was sitting down, I was firm on that. I was firm that I was going to quit soccer, and I wasn't going to play anymore. And I didn't call my college coaches. I called my club coaches, and I let them know what happened, and they were just shocked because I had just played this game. And they just kept reminding me that I wasn't the first or the last person to go through this, and that I'm strong, and that it's going to be okay, and that I shouldn't allow this injury to kind of dictate where the rest of my life is going to go. And I remember I woke up that next morning and I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, I've done way too much hard work to allow this injury to stop me from achieving childhood dreams. Um, and I'm not going to allow it to. This can happen to anyone, and unfortunately, it happened to me. And I just kept thinking that maybe God heard conversations that I didn't, and maybe He saw stuff and wanted me to slow down and thought that I was moving too fast. And every time I explain this story to people, I tell them, as weird as it is to say, I say it's a blessing in disguise. Um, just because this injury taught me a lot. It taught me how to be strong mentally. I think a lot of people think that an ACL injury is it's a physical challenge. It's 100% mental. You have some days where you feel like you're going 10 steps forward, then other days 10 steps back. And I had those days a lot. And I this injury also allowed me to kind of find myself and to understand that I am a person outside of soccer, and my whole life doesn't revolve around it, and I have a personality, and I'm not just Bree, the girl that plays soccer, and I can make friends that don't have anything to do with sports, and um, I can talk about other things besides soccer. And before I didn't know that, and I knew that okay, this part of my life is going to be taking away from me for a little bit. What else can I do? And during all that, I actually started a podcast, which was very nice. Yeah, and I talked about my injury a little bit, but more so back on the injury journey. The first 3 months were very hard for me, very hard. I was extremely depressed. I I didn't really know why this was happening to me. I think my faith dropped a little bit during it. I had a lot of moments in the shower where I was kind of questioning God a little bit, and I was kind of just telling Him and asking Him why me. Um, and my faith was going down tremendously, and thankfully it's better than ever now. Um, but those first 3 months were rough, especially during PT, and then seeing my teammates play, and just knowing that I should also be on that field, and I should be going on away trips, and I should be living the college dream, and I should be playing collegiate soccer, and just doing everything that my teammates are doing. And then also watching people play my position was really rough. I hadn't been away from soccer for that long. And when I was able to actually start moving and get the process going, things started to get a little bit better, and I started to believe in myself a little bit more. And I knew that I didn't want to rush this process because I didn't want the same thing to happen again. And I knew that if I was to rush this process, I wasn't going to be as strong as I needed to be. And I took my time in PT, and thankfully, it only took me 6 months to recover. Um, I played my first 90-minute game in 6 months. So
Wow.
I had an interesting journey, um, uh, an exciting one, a hard one, but a rewarding one.
Wow, that's tough. I mean, no, from just from experience, you really like you are a strong individual. Especially, I can tell mentally. I can tell you're very strong mentally.
Thank
But
you.
like I said earlier, you have a good support system, and I mean also like your friends, like you say, your coaches and stuff. That's
Yes.
amazing that not only did you have like the best game of your career on like a bum leg, but you
Yes.
also like you bounced back, but like during the healing process, like you didn't let it weigh you down. And I seen that happen to so many athletes, even
Yes.
myself. Like I was at that point at one time, but like I didn't handle it as well as you did. You were a lot more, your faith was a lot much higher than mine. But I'm glad to hear it though, because like I mean, like your coach said, is we aren't the first ones to go through an injury. So like
Yes.
what you just said, I know a lot of people will hear this and like they, that will hit them because we've
Yes.
all been in that boat before. So like you really touched a lot of people with that. I don't know if you know it,
Thank
but
you. My family also, I mean, they're They're awesome. They played a really big part in my entire soccer career. They've seen the great moments, the bad moments, especially with my ACL. My mom is the reason why I am the way I am. A lot of her characteristics and how she holds herself is exactly how I hold myself. My mom's a single mom and has just always been one of the strongest woman that I know. So it's like I want to be that exact same way that she is, and like I said, my family's always been super supportive. My friends included, coaches, and they are a big reason as to why I am here today.
That's amazing. I love to hear. Shout out to moms. You know, our mothers are our heroes.
Yes, yes.
So, after you bounced back from that, you headed to college.
Yes. And things didn't go the way I wanted them to go. I transferred to Alcorn. I went to HBCU for
Oh,
2 years, and it was the I want to say the best experience. It was a really big culture shock. I made some of my best friends there that I still talk to this day, and I adore. But it was a really big culture shock. I'm Hispanic and black, but I'm around my Hispanic side 100% of the time. So it was a really big culture shock for me, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was interesting, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I can't complain.
college is amazing. It, like they say, it's the fun, the most fun you'll ever have.
Yes, yes,
You
I
know, you make
agree.
a lot of great friends. Where is Alcorn State?
Mississippi.
Well, you were in Mississippi. Wow, that's a big
I
difference
know.
from the rest.
Every time I tell people that, like they're just like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yep, I was in Mississippi. I had fun though in Mississippi."
Yeah, no, you'll definitely learn a lot about culture there. That's nice though.
Yes, for
Mississippi.
sure.
Wow.
Yes.
We used to
Mm-hmm.
go to Mississippi when I was in college. We used to play against Southern Miss.
Oh, really? I went to go watch a game in Southern Miss.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Hattiesburg.
Yeah, Hattiesburg, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Southern Mississippi, Mississippi is country, but
Super country.
what was what is one of the things you miss most about that school?
My friends,
Your friends?
obviously. Um, I would say just like the energy, like every day there was always something new, but it was just like it was I had some of my best times there. Like I got introduced to so many new things that I would have never gotten introduced to. Um, but I would say my friends. I would say my first year of the team too, because we had a really good team. We had a tight team with really good relationships, really good coaching staff as well. But 100% my friends. Now we're all on different parts of the world and doing our own thing, but my friends for sure.
Okay, that's dope. I was gonna
Yes.
ask, do you have are any of your friends like playing professionally? Are they still playing?
No, none of my no, none of my friends are still playing.
Oh, okay, okay.
I wish they were, but no, they have other things. The sport's not for everyone. I think sometimes some people know that they want to do it, and some just no, they don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
Hmm.
Your career at Alcorn State, how was that for you?
My first year was playing there. I was also coming back from an injury, but I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it. I think that we could have won a lot more games, but I can't complain. I was in a new environment with new people, with great people, um, with a different coaching staff who expected a lot from the team and who had future plans for the team. Um, and I was playing a lot. I mean, I played every minute of the season, and I enjoyed it. I can't complain. I would say my second year, I was also playing a lot too. Same thing. My second year was just a little bit different, just because things started to fall apart a little bit. People started to transfer out. People were thinking about transferring. Um, and our head coach got let go of, so our assistant coach moved up to take his place, and things just weren't the way that they were when we first started, and I think our coach getting let go of played a big part in that, just because I think that he saw something in the team that a lot of people didn't see in the team. And he believed in our team, and some people didn't believe in our team, and it just made things get to some type of worse.
Yeah, that
Yes.
when there's a coaching change, it always kind of messes up, everything. Everything they built
Yes.
just goes downhill. A lot of talking, just a lot of
Yes.
uncertainty. That's always a terrible scenario. But
Yes, I
I,
agree.
I definitely figured you would play a lot, especially after the injury and knowing how much you missed it. Like I know after that, it's like I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss a game, not 1 minute if I can,
Yes.
if I have something to say about it. So,
Yes,
um,
and sorry.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
And also, I forgot to mention, like, that also that injury made me listen to my body. Like, now when I feel any little thing, I'm like, okay, let's slow down a little bit. Let's go and check on what you have going on and then go back. Like, before I wasn't like that. I mean, I played on it for 4 weeks and I just kept going and going. But now I listen to my body, I slow down, I take care of myself. I'm very aware on different type of injuries. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I tell that to a lot of athletes just from experience. You have to listen to your body and you have to take care of it. It will tell you everything you need to
Yes.
know.
I
So,
agree.
when
Yes.
when was that? When did you have like your breakout? Like, what was your best year in college for you? Like, career wise.
Uh, I'd say I'd say that first year. Honestly, that first year with Alcorn, just because, like, I was like not basically. I mean, we had a brand new team, so everyone kind of had to prove themselves in a sense. Like, it didn't matter if you had like all this hype coming in from where you were coming from, or you were the best player in your city or in your state or wherever you were from, like, or if you played on these teams, like, all that didn't matter once you got to college. Like, it didn't matter if you had all these news articles written about you or et cetera, et cetera. Like, you had to show it on the field. And I think that first year, I 100% did that. And I think that it doesn't matter how good you are, you should always still want to fight for your position, because you have 3 or 4 other girls also wanting to play the same position as you. Um, and fight for that starting 11 spot. So I would say my first year for sure, just because I came in very disciplined and ready to get things rolling, and kind of just wanting to get out there and make a name for myself, and I did, and it helped me a lot. But yeah, I would definitely say that that first year, and like I said, our team was just so close that we made everyone around us better. Like, I think that that team, everyone was playing for the person next to them, and everyone was fighting for each other. You know?
Your coach
Yes.
instilled like a great attitude amongst the team. I can tell. That's
Yes. Yes.
that's like
Yes.
one
For
of the
sure.
things you want to do most. I'm sure as a coach is make sure everybody's on the same page, but also know what we're fighting for, and we are.
Yes.
Instill that you're a family, and we're doing it for each other. So that's dope. That's dope to hear.
Yes, 100%. Family for sure, just because Everyone comes from different parts of the world. We don't have our family. We're young. We're women. We become each other's family. We become a very tight family. And like I said, we don't get to see our blood family often. So it's like when you spend 24/7 with a group of girls, they become your family. The coaches become your family, and it's like your family away from your family.
That is very true. That is very true. So let me ask. So college is ending, and your first overseas contract comes to you.
Yes.
How was that moment for you, and what was it like when you were signing the contract?
Yeah, so last year was also another one of my breakout years. I was playing for my national team. I still am, but
Oh, okay,
I was
sorry to hear
playing a
that.
lot. Huh?
No, I was saying my bad. I didn't mean to go too far ahead. My bad.
Oh, no, 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 no worries, no worries.
All
Um,
right.
and last year was a really, really big year for me. I was, like I said, playing with my national team, and playing for a national team brings you somewhat of a lot of status. So that's what helped me out a lot. Um, but when I got that first contract and I was gonna be playing in Europe, it was kind of like surreal in a sense. It was kind of like all the hard work and all those unseen hours and all those tears and blood and sweat that I've put into this sport is paying off. I'm a big person, and sometimes I don't give myself a lot of credit that I need to give. So I think that when I was able to sign that paper, I was kind of like, okay, like you're actually good at what you do. Yeah,
Oh, that,
it was surreal. It was surreal. I wouldn't trade that moment for anything. It was like a childhood dream accomplished. And I'm still young, and I have so much more soccer to be played. So I'm excited.
that you do. You have a long career ahead of you. But no, that
Yes.
feeling is amazing. It is. It's like, wow, like I've really got this
Yes.
far. Like. But I want to rewind, go back, because when
Hmm.
you said you played for the Guatemala national team, right?
Yes.
That is something I am very jealous of. How does like the feeling of playing for a national team, like I'm representing my country, that has to feel amazing when you take the stage.
Yeah, I mean, defending that crest is something that it's just, I think it's unexplainable. Um, I think that when you're on that field and you're defending a country and you have a country standing behind you, it's just the most amazing and loving experience that I think everyone should be able to experience. It's something that means so much to me, and that's why I continue to play for Guatemala. And I mean, it makes my family proud along with me as well. My mom was born there, my family was born there, so just them
Okay.
being proud and them being able to say that their daughter or their niece or their granddaughter plays for their country is something that I love to hear, and exactly why is one of the reasons why I do it. Playing with the national team is just it's a surreal experience, and I hope to continue to play for years and years. But it's nothing like fighting for that crest and defending that crest. It's amazing.
No, I know it is. I know your family can't stop talking about you. Like they're all different. Look at my daughter. I know. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like I've always wondered that, and you are actually the first person um outside of like the basketball world that I know. Like you are the first person I know that's on a national team, and like it's dope to hear like the experience you had and how does it actually feel.
Yeah, it's crazy. We played. I was actually able to play like basically in my backyard. I want to say almost a year ago. We played the Gold Cup. We were playing against El Salvador in LA, and all my family and friends came out to the game. It was awesome. There were so many people there, but like I said, playing for that national team, it's different. It's different than anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure. So how does it feel like now that you've almost had like a pretty well, your season is pretty much complete. You have four more games left. How does it feel to be like a professional? Like this is my job. I wake up to do this every single day. Something I love to do. How does that feel?
Now obviously I've gotten the hang of it, and I know the ins and the outs and the what to do and what not to do. I think when I first got here, obviously I was a rookie, I was new, didn't really know so much. But I mean, it feels good. I think a lot of people have jobs that they don't like doing, but I love doing my job, um, and I can't complain. But to be able to call myself a professional athlete, a professional soccer player is just, it's still really, really crazy to me um, for those words to even come out of my mouth. But it's awesome. It's something that I've always ever. It's something that has been a dream of mine since I was little. So when I get to wake up every day and just go through that dream, it's just I enjoy it. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's a great feeling. I mean, people always say like you get to do what you love, but it's it's one thing to like I'll say like what we do can sometimes turn into a job. Like it can feel like a job, especially when
Yes.
you're in a tough situation. But when you actually love it, it's like no matter what's going on with like everything else, soon as you get on the field or the court or wherever, everything just disappears, and that's like
Yes. Yes.
I
I
I
agree.
love
I
I
agree. I think I always look at soccer as like therapy for me. Like it's
mhm.
90 minutes of just me and a ball and my teammates and just no distractions and everything that's going on outside of the field has it's just not it's on mute. And I agree too. I think sometimes it can be kind of like a job, but I see it as like a job that I love to do.
Okay, yeah, that's how it should be. I feel the exact same way. I wouldn't trade basketball for anything.
Yes.
So, what position do you play?
I play center defender.
Center defender. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, you have to school me on. I'm not like my knowledge of soccer. Like I love to watch it, but sometimes I don't really know like really everything that's going on. So, where exactly would you be?
So there's 11 of us on the field.
Right.
Um, and there's a goalkeeper, and then there's a line of defenders, which is a left back,
Mm-hmm.
a left center back, which is a left center defender, a
Okay.
right center defender, and then a right um, defender. So it's
Okay.
four of
Okay. I got
us.
you.
So
Got you.
there's two of us in the middle, and then there's one and one on the outside.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. And how?
Yes.
So, is there a lot of people that can get past you?
Should I answer it the humble way or the non-humble
Nope.
way?
Nope. Not humble.
Um, no.
Okay, okay. No, it's good to brag about yourself. So, because sometimes we forget to, and like you said, like sometimes you forget how
Yes.
good you actually are. You got to give yourself credit sometimes.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
That's good to hear. I know you're a force to reckon with in that league. What's the name of your team?
Castoria, GPO Castoria.
GPO Castoria. Okay, okay. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
new fan of GPO Castoria, and I will be trying to catch a game or two before the season ends. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sure
I'll
I probably.
send you the links.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So, yeah, you have 4 months left. I mean, 4 months. Sorry, you have 4 games left, and so, well, outside of that, before I ask this question, so on your free time, like, what do you do on your free time there? Because as a, as an athlete overseas, we have a lot of free time to ourselves if we're
Yes.
not working. So, what is
Yes.
something that keeps you like sane? You know.
Um, well, here in Greece, I've been introduced to loving coffee. Um, So most of the time, go grab a coffee with a couple teammates.
Okay.
Um, Go try like different food restaurants by the lake, uh, or just hang out at someone's house. But most of the time, I'm so tired that
Right.
I just want to be in bed. Oh, jeez, yes. I'm so tired because we do so much that I just want to be in bed. But when I'm not tired, hang out with my teammates, go out for dinner, go out for lunch when we're not practicing or something. But mostly go to coffee. Like, coffee is the new water here.
Oh, okay. They
Yes.
must have some really good coffee there then.
I will, yes, I will. I can't lie about that. They definitely do. And I'm not too much of a big coffee person, but since being here, yes, they love coffee here. And I think it's like that around everywhere in Europe.
That's what I hear. I've never been, but that's what
Yes.
I hear. So what
Yeah,
is
I
your
think everyone
choice?
loves coffee.
What is your choice? What is your drink, like your choice of coffee when you go to a cafe to order? How would you order your
I
coffee?
like I like a Freddo cappuccino espresso. Where I live, because I live in a city, it's also like a little small town called Chloe. Like right down the road, there's a place called Detox, and it has like the best Freddo espressos there. Love it.
Okay. Shout out
Hmm.
to Fredo. They need to give you a sponsorship because
Yes.
she definitely loves your drink. So hook her up. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So let's say after I mean, I know it's a little ahead for you because you've just started your professional career, but like outside of soccer, what else could you see yourself doing?
Um, I think when I get older, if I learn to have a little bit more patience, I can definitely try and become a coach.
Mm,
Um, uh, I also want to kind of like start an academy, or I still want to do something within soccer. Like that's
gotcha.
like I don't once I retire, like I don't want to be away from it. I don't even know how that would be possible, but I still want to be within the soccer community. Maybe become um, a sports reporter, a commentator, a coach at like a collegiate level or at a pro level. Open up an academy or some type of soccer store or something. I
Mhm.
still want to be connected to soccer in some way, shape, or form. So maybe around those paths. I think I also love talking about soccer and I can talk about it for hours and hours and hours. So I think somewhere around that field for sure.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you would definitely, I mean, you can definitely make a great coach for sure because you have a lot of wisdom and you know how to tell the honest truth, when it comes to like what you'll need to
Yes.
survive in the professional world because it's very hard. It's a lot of ups and downs, but I think one of the biggest gifts that you have, and from what I can tell, is that you are extremely mentally strong, and that's amazing.
Thank you.
It is,
Thank
it
you. I
is.
appreciate it.
So
It took a
that's
while to get here, but it's going.
no, that's true. It's hard work, and like you say, discipline. It helps a lot, and you need a lot of discipline when you are playing out of the country and you're alone. Like you have to take care of your body. You kind of become your own trainer.
Yes. Your own
Your
doctor,
own
your own everything.
everything. It's a
Hmm.
little tough. You come home exhausted from practicing. You just gotta figure out what you're gonna eat. You might
Yep.
eat out. You gotta cook. It's a lot to deal with.
Yes. And then I still like on top of that, I come back from practice and it's like when I'm going to sleep, everyone's waking up for me back home. I'm nine
Hmm.
hours ahead from everyone. I have to figure out when to talk to my family, when to talk to my friends, when to talk to my boyfriend. I've gotten it down packed now, but like even that whole like the whole time change and stuff, it's a lot that goes into playing overseas. And I would say I think everyone that plays overseas like they're also very very strong mentally, like including
Yes.
yourself because this is a different type of level.
It is. It is. It takes a
Mhm.
lot, but I mean, the reward is it's amazing. So yeah,
Yes.
like it's something that we just to us it's just like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I signed up for.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. Yes, I agree.
Uh, all right. Well, on the lighter note, I want to switch it. I have just like some everyday questions I wanted to ask you. Hold on,
Hmm.
let me find it.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been a professional for ooh, 13 years now, and
And
this
I'm
is
only on
yeah,
year one.
yeah. This is my ninth year in Japan. Yeah,
And
I
where are you
started my.
originally from?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I started.
I have a teammate that's from Florida. She's from
Oh,
Gainesville.
oh, okay, that's not too far. Gainesville, yeah, right up the road. I mean, like 4 hours away. Gainesville is
Ah,
nice. It's a
nice,
nice
nice.
place.
Okay.
I um I started. I went to Marshall University. It's in Huntington, West Virginia. And after that, I started my professional career in Venezuela. I
Oh,
played there.
nice. Venezuela. Okay.
Yeah, I played there for a bit, a few months, and then after that league ended, I went to Mexico for like a month and a half. It was cool. It just really wasn't for me. And after that, I went to Canada. Yeah, I was
Nice, nice.
in Nova Scotia. I was out there freezing. The only
I
Floridian.
bet, I bet.
It was so cold. After
I
that,
bet.
I went to China for a bit to play, and that's when I decided that I wanted to give like like the NBA G League, NBA, go that route. So I played for the Miami Heat D League team. It's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, another cold place. I don't know why they would put the team there, but they did. It was freezing cold, but I loved it. That's where I met some really great guys. We actually won a championship that year. We were extremely good.
Nice,
Yeah, we were extremely
nice,
good.
nice.
Um, and from there, I went, no, right after that season, as soon as the season was over, like the few days later, I went to New Zealand. I went to play there
You've been
for,
everywhere.
I've been to a lot of places. I played there, um, Malaysia. Uh,
Okay.
it's a few places I'm missing, but yeah, I played in a lot of places, the DR. Um, but mostly I like after playing in Japan, I found out this is just like the market for me. Like I do. It's Japan is like it's very safe. It's very relaxed. It's an extremely clean place. The food is good. And yeah, I like there's people out here that like love the game as much as I do. So like the competition level is very good. But also like in the basketball world, when it comes to like the business side, there's some countries that don't like to pay or on
Yeah,
time at least.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I've heard the stories about guys getting paid extremely late. The business is very good in Japan, so that is like one of the biggest things that keep me. You always get paid on time, and yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about it.
I've heard so many good things about there. Also, I see on TikTok like so many good things about Japan, like their food and like the 7-Elevens that they have there. Somewhat, I think they are like 7-Elevens. I
Yeah,
want to
it is.
go to one so bad. Oh my. I get like FOMO like watching them like everything looks so good. I want to go to Japan so bad.
No, it is, and that's crazy. You said 7-Eleven because after we finish, I'm definitely going there to get some.
Yes, you're so
To get.
lucky. Yeah.
No,
And
it's pretty cool.
it's open all night, right?
Yeah, all their convenience stores are 24 hours.
My, how
It's
lucky.
pretty.
You know,
Yeah, it's
everything here on Sundays, everything is closed here.
really.
Yeah, like pharmacies, grocery stores. The only things I know, the only things that are open are gas stations and restaurants. Some restaurants, but Grocery
Mm,
stores are closed, pharmacies are closed, doctor's office is closed. Like, I don't know what they have going on.
right. I'm assuming no one gets hurt on Sundays, or you got all
I
the
guess not.
PPE.
And we only play on Sundays.
Oh, that sucks. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of a like? No, that sucks. Do you have practice tomorrow?
Yes, I have practice tomorrow. 9 a.m. sharp. At least it's a little bit later, usually early. But yes, I do have practice tomorrow. But Easter's coming up, so
It is
getting a
coming
little.
up. That's crazy. I forget all the holidays.
Me too. Me too. Me too. I forget the days sometimes too.
Yeah. All right, here we
Yes.
go. Um, the first one. Well, so I will do sports drinks. Gatorade or Powerade?
Powerade.
Wow, that's the first on here. It's all
Powerade.
been.
Powerade. Because all we drink here is Powerade, and the Powerade here is so good. Oh, in America, I'd say Gatorade, but since I'm here in
Oh,
Greece, I'd say Powerade.
what's your go-to flavor of Powerade?
The blue one.
That is the best one. The blue one is
I
always.
love nothing else. I love blue. Sometimes here and there, if I'm like really, really thirsty, I guess I'll take the red fruit punch. But my go-to one is the blue one.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Next one. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold. Wow. Okay, okay. Wasn't expecting that from an LA person.
Yes, cold,
What
cold.
favorite movie?
ATL. Please tell me you've
ATL.
watched it.
Of
Have you watched that
course,
before?
of
Okay, I was
course.
gonna say
That's a
ATL,
classic.
ATL. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, all right, next one. Friday or Rush Hour?
Friday, you said, or rush hour?
Yeah, Friday or Rush Hour.
Friday.
Okay, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. Do you rather work out during the day or at night?
Day. Morning, preferably.
Morning? So
I
you
like
got
to
the rest
get
of the day.
things like, yes, I like to get things over with. Like, I have like a certain routine. Like, I go to sleep at a certain time, wake up at a certain time, and I like to just feel like energized. Like, I feel like to get your day started, like some type of like workout. Like I love practice. I love when we have morning trainings, and we train at night too. Like, those doubles, but I prefer the morning.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I do too. You
Hmm.
got the rest of the day to yourself. Okay,
Yes, that too. Yes.
okay. Next one. Takeout or cooking?
Um, so if you would have asked me this a couple months ago, I would have said takeout, but now I like learned how to cook, so I'd say cooking.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Pasta.
Pasta. I should have known. Okay, that's good, Mom. I'm
Simple.
sure your mom. I'm sure your moms will be proud though to know that you're cooking and all that.
Yes, yes, my mom's proud. She says about time that I learned how to cook because no, cooking just was never for me. And then when I learned it, I'm like, okay, wait, I think I can actually be good at this. I'm not saying I'm the best. Sometimes YouTube and TikTok still has to help me out a little bit, but it's going.
Are you TikTok famous yet?
No, I wish I was TikTok famous. I'm not famous anywhere.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You're famous in some places, but on TikTok it'll grow. It'll get there. All right. Three more. Okay. Tubi or Netflix?
Uh, okay, if I want to watch like movies that are like that I see, how can I say it? Like if I want to watch like a black movie, I'm gonna go to Tubi. If I want to watch regular Netflix, I'm gonna go to Netflix. But I'd say Netflix. But I like Tubi too sometimes. They have sometimes some good movies. The acting might be a little so-so, but I think Tubi can be good sometimes.
That is true. No, I love Tubi though, just because like some of the bad acting is so funny.
Yes.
It's like you really can't teach this.
No, no, Tubi. I remember when I got introduced to Tubi, I was just like, "What is this?" And then I was like, "Okay," but it's not terrible. The acting is just,
Yeah. No, some of those low budget movies are gold.
yes.
They are gold. Okay. Last two. If you had any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, can I say two?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. One would be to read people's minds,
Okay, that's a good one.
and then another one would be um to teleport.
That's a good. That's one of mine. I would definitely do that.
Yeah. But I would say the first one to read people's minds. Like I just want to know what people are thinking all the time.
That don't. That's a dangerous superpower, but a good one
Yeah,
though. A really good one.
I would say I would only want to know the good things that they're thinking, not the other part.
No, that's true. That's true. Okay. No, I can dig it. I can dig it. All right. Last
Mhm.
one. This one is a fill in the blank. So it'll be my name is Brianna Johnson, and I'm a blank.
Okay. Uh,
You just like just describe. You can describe yourself in one word, or however you would describe yourself.
okay. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be my name is Brianna Johnson, and I'm a what?
Okay. My name is Brianna Johnson, and I am a hard worker.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you would be much more than like a hard worker, though. Like you got to
What?
give yourself like just think about yourself like overall everything that you've gone through and how far you've come. Like what would you really say? Because hard worker is just like yeah.
I have to be a humble queen sometimes. Um, I okay. Uh, okay. My name is Brianna Johnson, and I am passionate.
That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, and it definitely like kind of sums up a lot about you. That's
Thank
dope.
you.
No, it was a pleasure having you on here. I've learned a lot of great things about you. I'm definitely gonna continue to support you, and
Thank you.
like I'll be, my whole fan base they will support you as well. I'm definitely gonna try to catch a few of those games out of your last four. But before you go, like you gave us so many great gems today, and honestly, like I know, like when people watch this, like they will definitely relate to it, and like the younger people that's watching as well, like you are like a true role model to them because like the things you say, like it will describe exactly what a lot of us will go through at some point, and not only just in the sports world, but in real life. So
Yes.
I think a lot of people can relate to it. So before we close out, just give like the people that's following in your footsteps, just leave them with some kind of advice.
Yes, thank you for the kind words. I would just say, just kind of follow your heart, and just allow yourself to kind of be knocked down sometimes. I think sometimes the setbacks are bigger than what we're gonna achieve. I think that um, the setbacks kind of just show you who you truly are, and it allows you to show that warrior in you, and it just allows you to have a story to tell, a great story to tell as well. And it kind of just reminds you that there's always a purpose and there's always a plan as to why things go the way they do, and your faith as well. Be a Christ believer. I think that um, God has a plan for you, and He knows the way that your life is going to go, and He has it all written out, and it's just for you to follow it in those exact footsteps and be passionate about what you do. Allow yourself to get criticized, allow yourself to get compliments, and just have fun with it. I think that's the most important, to have fun with it. I think sometimes we get so caught up with we need to be perfect and we need to do this a certain way and that a certain way, that we forget that this is supposed to be something that we enjoy, and something that is, so it's there to make us happy, and enjoy yourself and don't take anything for granted. Also, um, your sport can be taken away from you in a blink of an eye. And I've learned that, and now it has made me appreciate it even more. So, and be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself.
No, that's real. I love it. I love it. Those are words that we all need to hear. Yeah, thank you again for coming to join us. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. What was the name of your podcast? I remember you mentioned that earlier.
The Young Athlete podcast. It's been maybe like 4 years since I did that. I was so little.
You should get back into it. You got a lot of advice, and there's a lot of people to talk to that are in the same boat as us.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe you just gave me an idea.
There you go. It helps with the free time. All right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, thank you again. Yeah, this has been another episode. Oh, where can the people find you as well?
Uh, on Instagram. I use Instagram a lot. My Instagram is Bree.Johnson. That's where I'm at most of the time.
Oh, okay, sounds great. You guys heard that. Follow Bree Johnson. Yeah, make sure you follow her career, support as much as you can, and hopefully she'll be back on her podcast, and we'll be supporting on that too. No, thank you. This has
Thank
been
you.
another
Thank you so much
episode.
for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, everybody, and we are out.
Thank you.